to own it. Just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here. Oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you.
You're back. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me, Sparkle.
But you've done some really cool stuff since you've been here. I mean, first of all, you've gone all over the world to play, and then now this thing's really grown, this summer camp you have. So tell the viewers about that.
Yeah, so I have a summer camp coming up June 30th and July 1st. It's my second camp. The first one went great, so had a lot of great support. The kids enjoyed it. Everybody, the family said it was really good, so I'm very excited to do it again this year.
So what happens at camp?
So we take the kids through skills. You know, obviously they can learn from me, being a professional basketball player. So they can learn a lot from me. It's very interactive, very fun, and it's back at my alma mater, you know, at Emmanuel High School. So, you know, I did a lot of great things there. So the kids love to listen and love to learn from me, and it's really a learning experience, a very fun experience, and just, yeah.
Then they get to play, they get to show their skills. You guys have and then show the skills on the court, right?
Yeah, they get to play. There's going to be an all-star game the last day. I know the kids are ready for that. We teach even things like defense, you know, the small things, the big things, but mainly just to be a better basketball player, teaching these kids how to be a better basketball player and achieve their goals one day. So the little ones, the 4-year-olds, really just worried about their breaks and drinking Gatorade. But the little older kids, they're really interested in the next level, and with everything going on with basketball now, they want to learn how to get better and make it to that level. And I feel like I can help that.
So how'd you come up with this?
Me and my friend were talking about it, and you know, I just play basketball, so I don't do any coaching. I don't do any reffing or anything. And he was talking to me. He was like, hey, you should start a basketball camp. And I'm like, I don't think anybody would come to my basketball camp or anything. Like, who am I? You know, I just, you know, of course I've done some really good things in Fresno and have all that. But you know, I just didn't really think it was possible, or didn't even really think about it. And he was like, you should start. I feel like a lot of people would like to come and support you, and the kids would love to learn from you. And you've done a lot of things in the Valley, even across the waters, you know, overseas waters. So I thought about it, and I was like, maybe that would be a nice thing to come and give back. And you know, I love teaching. I love teaching kids how to play basketball and different things like that. And I love basketball myself. So if I can enjoy that when I come back for the summers and see everybody happy, is just really something I wanted to do. So I tried it for the last year, and it was a huge success. And now it's something I always want to do, I think.
How'd you come up with the age range that was going to be good for your camp?
I don't know. I don't know. I just was thinking about it. You know, I have some kids at the church I go to, and they're kind of around that age range.
Okay.
So one of them was probably like 5 at the time, and the other one was around 14, 15, and they're like siblings together. And I was just thinking like, oh, that would be perfect. They all wanted to join the camp. So I was like, come on, guys. So
I love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And I know, because like, yeah, growing up in high school, or like, a lot of times you just get the best of the high school players to come back and teach you skills. But now that you've actually made it and you go overseas, that's so cool that you have that to bring back. Because not every day you get that one-on-one with, you know, a professional basketball player and all the hoops. And you went through a lot of hoops, which you talked about the first time you were on your show. You could recap that a little bit. You didn't know where to get when you graduated. Wasn't there like a little bit of a weird time? Yeah.
It was a lot of stuff that went on. You know, I had like 2 season-ending injuries. I started really well in high school, ended up going to Division I college. That's when I had my first surgery. It didn't end up like I wanted it to end up. So, you know, it was a lot of adversity. It was a lot of me second guessing, but then I had another opportunity to come to FPU, Division II basketball school, and back home. But then I tore my ACL when I came to the school. So that was another setback. And then all my dreams of, you know, wanting to play at the next level, I thought would be over, but you know, like God had other plans for me, and I kept working and kept believing in myself, and I had a great support system. So that's just something that I mean, giving back to the kids is just something small. You know, still being able to play is just such a blessing to me, and just going through all that and still playing today, and you know, still doing like really good things at this level. it just means everything to me, I think.
And it's funny because it's like, you know, and I know more personally all the ups and downs that you've had, because this is why you really have such a great skill set to bring to everybody when they want to know, when they really get into the interlinks, because you were stuck, I know, in a country for a while
yeah.
and couldn't make your way out to go to the next one. And then you learn all the politics behind just even recruiting. I mean, you have to do so much more than just be a basketball player. You have to figure out, you know, even though you have your agents, you have to kind of be your own agent too and figure out, what am I going to do if this strategize? How's that been going for you?
It's been going, I think it's been going well. You know, you learn a lot of different things, especially like, I wasn't a high major basketball player coming out of college. So you kind of have to get out the mud. You have to kind of start lower divisions. And
you have to start starting over in a way.
Yeah, almost starting over. So when you're in the lower divisions, you know, I mean, I love where I was at and different things like that. But you definitely have to it's the building block. So you deal with less professional things that you're used to, you know. So the first couple of years was a little back and forth. I thought I was going to a different team and my contract and stuff, but it wasn't written, you know, that clear.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be so hard.
Yeah, it can be tough, but you learn from it. You know, you learn like, okay, I have to have everything written in this contract, because it feels all good when you sign, but when you're in the season and some things start going on, you know, thank God it wasn't just money issues. It was like I wanted to move to another team, which is good. But there's other things that can happen, and you just have to be diligent. You have to make sure, like you said, you know, you're kind of the boss of your agent. So you kind of have to make some moves. You can't just depend on him.
And that's hard, because it's like, that is your job, is to be, it is funny how now we have to kind of know everything, because we should be like, your skill set should have been your job. And now it's like so much more. And that's a good knowledge that you could bring to these kids and the parents that have no idea. And like, this is when I heard about all of your struggles, I had no idea like all this could happen. It's really interesting and fascinating, and to know that, to be like, well, I met this guy and this happened. Like,
yeah, it's not just basketball. Well, I wish it was just basketball, but especially sports, overseas, especially overseas, you're in a different country. Like if you don't know the rules, there's been a lot of stories, like people not knowing the rules. Like, I mean, Brittany Griner's situation was a huge one, but then there's another player that brought in some type of something in contraband or something, and he's over there, he's facing like life. And,
that is so crazy.
It's like, it's some things that you're in a different country, different rules. Different crowd, like you have to change. You don't have to change everything, but you have to be aware of it, you know. So it's about your professionalism, you know. And I always pride myself in that, being a professional out off the court and on the court. So that's a huge one. And you know, it's just networking. It's who you know. There's politics even at that level. So I mean, you learn as you go. If you don't learn, then you probably won't make it. But you kind of have to embrace the culture. You have to embrace different things, but then you have to know what's going on, because it can get you for sure.
I love it. So it's a 2-day camp. It's really great, and it's all day.
It's 9 to 12, so it's a fairly quick camp. But I mean, the kids are dead tired at the end.
Oh my goodness! And I've seen your workouts.
yeah. So they're dead tired at the end. I mean, it's super fun, but they're just going crazy. So I think 9 a.m. to 12 is going to be good. We're going to have a lot of different things. You know, I got somebody making crepes at the camp. You know, I got my girlfriend. She's French, so she's going to be making crepes.
Oh, the real deal. We get the real crepes.
Yeah, she's going to be making crepes at the camp, so the kids are going to enjoy it. You know, going to have a lot of
I just want to come and hang out.
Yeah, come on, everybody, adults, young and old. So everybody come to the camp. But
what are you expecting this year? Like, I mean, I'm sure you worked out a few kinks of last year. I know last year was a success. So what do you expect this year that's going to be a little bit different than last year, maybe?
I'm hoping for, you know, more kids. You know, you have the girls there too. It's mainly boys that show up to the basketball camp, but I had some girls come in, but I hope we get some more girls at the camp, you know, to mix it up, you know. But other than that, I got some new drills. I mean, kids love the games that we do over there. The All-Star game is definitely going to be new. So at the end, just give something to kids to just be very
So what does that entail? What's the All-Star game? Who are they playing against?
So from the first day, they're going to be playing against each other, but kind of we're going to choose the more advanced basketball players, or say if you just did very well on the first day, you can be a part of the All-Star game at the end. And we're going to let them have the main court, you know, the main court where the kids, because usually they're on the side courts, you know, doing their thing. Some people get the main courts, but it's going to be like a real game, real music, real announcements. We're going to have the kids, like, we have some special things that we're working on, but we're going to let them do their own, like, game announcements, you know, in the beginning of the game, announce their names. We won't have jersey number, but it's going to be great for the kids. They're going to love it. It's going to feel like a real basketball environment.
That's exciting.
Really
that is fun. That's
professional
a good vibe.
level. You have the kids going crazy, supporting the other kids that's going to be in the All-Star game. So it's going to be a great experience.
Do you have a lot of returns from last year?
Yeah, I do. I've already been looking at the list. There's been returns. I've even got emails if people can't make it because of vacations or not. I've got emails just saying they're super sad they're missing the camp, or I have emails that people are saying, I can't wait for the next camp. So yeah, there's going to be returns, and a lot of new kids too. A lot of new kids. We had kids come from even Bakersfield. We've had kids come from Fresno and Reedley, so it's a great, kids can learn from each other. Well, it's easy because
there's only 2 days, so it's not that big of a deal to kind of stay overnight, not like a typical, so that would be cool, to come from Bakersfield. Well, have you thought of extending, to having it once a month for all of summer or something, since a lot of people are missing it?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I've thought about it.
You're like, why are you doing this? I mean, I'm doing enough.
No. I think there's always more stuff you can do. I want to get some of my other pro athlete friends in on it, and I think if that happens, then I'll start extending it. I'll start extending it, but we'll see. I think right now it's fine, but that is a good idea. Maybe more demand, I'll probably do that.
So what do you think about Fresno now growing in as far as basketball is going? We were at the Armenia-Costa Rica game. Was that cool to see stuff like that? Because that was the first year we've ever had that here. Do you like seeing that now people were getting involved in overseas games and getting involved in the stuff that the basketball we were playing? Do you like seeing that with us?
I love it. I think Fresno is very diverse, big city, and there's a lot of different things you can show. So it was great to see that, especially basketball culture. And it was crazy. Every point, people were just being proud of their country and stuff like that. So that was amazing to see. I mean, Fresno is home. I love Fresno, even being all over the place, all over the world. And, you should take pride in where you're from, even though it has its own little nicks and different things like that. But every place does. You see that everywhere you go. So really love where you're from, invest, give back to the people, and you can even make a city better. You can make it better, can give them something to be proud of. So I love seeing things like that.
Well, how do we get your team to play here? Armenia, Costa Rica. Who do we have to call? What kind of phone calls do I got to make?
I don't know. That would be. I'm going team from team right now.
Do we know where you're going to go next year or not yet?
Not completely. That's a lot of calls. I've been having a lot of calls lately.
Wow.
But I did very well this year. I was the top scorer in my league this year. So it's going to give me a lot of different opportunities. So definitely not staying at the team I was this year, but we'll see for this next season. But I'll know really soon.
How do we get a hold of you to sign up for basketball camp?
So I have a registration link, but you can probably...
They can DM you too, right? So tell us all the links so we can just get a hold of you.
My Instagram is D_CTMD25, but we should do...
do you want to give your email or phone number?
Yeah.
My viewers aren't too crazy. You can probably give your number.
Email me at Darrin, DARRIN.person, PERSON, Jr., JR, @gmail.com. And I'll give you the registration link. And
then we can also get all of you with your Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram, D_CTMD25.
Which is fun to follow you on Instagram because then you get to see you play all around the world and see what you're doing. So
my one Instagram I'm more active on because it's my basketball one with the camp is DPJ_journey, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, DPJ_journey.
If any of that was confusing, you guys can DM me. I will hook it over this guy. So.
A lot of things, but.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm very excited, and thank you so much for doing so much for our community and giving back to Fresno. We love seeing what you're doing.
Oh, well, I'm just getting started, so thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for inviting.
I love what you guys do. So tell us what you do.
Yeah, so I run a couple of shows. Started with Central Valley Cards and Collectibles with CBC and here in Fresno. Went from that. Now I'm going to be doing my own card show. Cards, collectibles, anime, you know, pretty much sports, Pokemon,
cool.
all that stuff, right? And we bring a lot of cosplay and stuff like that. But now, me and my partner, we've been running a dog show for the last 3 or 4 years now. It's called BullyCon. We've been doing our shows. Oh, they're great. We've been doing our shows in Madera. That's really where we're at with the dog shows.
When's the next one? You know when the next one? You don't know yet.
We're looking at venues right now. So once I get a venue, I'm going to set the date.
So let's go on that. We just said, but the Instagram. What's the Instagram to follow so we can see? Because I have new friends that have bulldogs that just moved here.
Yes.
That probably be a part of it. What's the Instagram we follow?
So for me, you can go to DJ Rez Customs. On Instagram, and then BullyCon. BullyCon is our Instagram. BullyCon.
And so then people can get a hold of you for that when they want to.
Yes, they can contact me there or at my DJ Rez Customs.
What are you looking for? Like September-ish, or what's the
We're looking,
month
because I read summertime is kind of hard for the dogs unless I get a venue that's inside, like
that's
you know, the
hard.
fair.
It is hard.
Yeah,
so that's what, so guys, keep a lookout for that, because then they can. There's a lot of prizes and cool stuff you give.
Yes. So a lot of these vendors that bring their dogs, it's about them trying to get their dogs to win, because the more trophies and stuff that they get, the more achievements they get, and the more that worldwide they're known, right?
So, and it's good to get your feet wet. If you've never done one, we could do this for the first time if we've never done it.
Yes.
So you take newbies.
It's a lot. Anybody who has, you know, we do bullies, Frenchies, American English Bulldogs. We're looking at bringing in bigger dogs, but of course, those probably will have to be caged, because like King Corsos and bigger dogs like that, they're a little more vicious than you know, your regular Frenchies and stuff like that. But there are so many different types of dogs just in the Frenchies. You know, you got long hair, which are very rare. You got brindles, which are different colors, different color eyes.
I can't believe how expensive some of these dogs are.
Yes, I mean literally in just in the Frenchie group, we have 50 categories, because there's so many different types of Frenchies, and then they are going against each other. So
wow,
yeah,
and so a lot of people are really traveling to be here for this.
Yeah, they come. We've had people from Miami, LA, they all over the world, pretty much.
That is wild.
A lot of these dogs are worldwide now.
No, this is overwhelming. Okay, maybe nobody wants to try for the first time.
No, that's good. Bring them on. You never know. We got a lot of people that do training for that. So,
and you have newbie awards for people like that.
Everybody's gonna, you know, if you're bringing your dog, usually the way it's set up for whatever situation it is. Let's say it's just the English Bulldogs, the minis, or so they'll bring them on, and we have a red carpet, and then all the handlers line their dogs up, and we have our we have our people that judge it, and then so they're picking the best 3. So once they get the best 3, we're gonna send that person, hey, here's number 3. So you got the ribbon. Number 2's got the ribbon, and then number 1 gets the trophy and stuff like that. So they're about trying to get, you know, the big winnings, right? They want their dogs to get known as a winner, and it gets known because a lot of people have been doing that for a lot of years, so they know a lot of people all over, whether it's LA or you know, down south, anywhere up north, anywhere in the United States, pretty much. I mean, literally, we had a guy fly from Miami to Madera just for our show, just for a certain dog. So a lot of that is based on word of mouth, you know, being at all these shows, and then they can say, hey, look at all my trophies that my dogs won. And it's because a lot of it is because of the training. They if you get a good trainer that's going to train them how to stand and stuff, because the handlers, we got junior handlers, we got little kids doing their dogs.
Wow.
And they're trained to, we're helping them, we're training them, they're getting trained on how to handle your dog. The dog's got to be a certain way, you know, the way their stance is, the way their body is. I mean, you're looking at all that, their coloring, their facial features, even the size of their head, pretty much. And it's crazy, but it works out for everybody, and that's all it is. It doesn't matter about who you are. you're bringing your dogs in, you're there to try and win this trophy. And there's a lot of trophies, a lot of money that you can win off it too. So that's a lot of stuff to talk about and brag about when your dog's winning a lot.
Well, and it's really cool. It's one of those cool events because, like I said, I worked one of those where it was just like, it's such a chill thing to do. And I don't know, the people that were on the show last time, because I've gone to bodybuilding competitions, those are really fun to watch.
Yes.
But the dog competitions, it's so much fun. It's like a very chill vibe. So if you've never been to one, just to come out, see the vendors, have a beer, to see what goes on, it's really an experience. You don't have to have a dog to come and hang out. It's fun.
No.
It's super fun.
We want everybody to come out. We call it BullyCon for a reason, because we do integrate the cards and the anime. And so we have special guests there. I've had Brian Cage from AEW Wrestling. I've had Melissa Santos. She's Lucha Underground. She was. And then she's
really
AEW.
wild. Wow.
Yeah, so we got a lot of people. We brought Greg the Hammer Valentine, Fresno State players, Stephon Page, stuff like that. So I got celebrities that come into the show, and then we have people that cosplay. So they'll come as like Transformer, big old huge outfits, and it's cool. It's cool to see that.
So we got animals, nerds, and athletes. I love it.
Everything.
That's my jam. That's sign me up.
And we got all the food trucks, the taco trucks. We have so much stuff that goes on. That's why ours is the first of its kind, because nobody else does that.
Nobody does it to that capacity.
No,
everything, is a lot smaller than what you guys bring to the Valley, but that's what we want. So I love it.
Right. So and that's where we're just looking to expand. We got people like LeVar Johnson, who's UFC. He's bare knuckle. He's got his own bare knuckle gym here in Fresno or in Madera, but it's here in the Valley, and it's the first one in the state of California.
That's so cool.
And he's running bare knuckle at Eagle Mountain. He's working all the casinos right now, so they're doing their shows there. So it's a lot of we're looking at expanding with them and other people, to get known and to bring different people to these shows. And we want the kids to be there as well. We want the kids to have fun, because that's how I look at it. Like, we help with Valley Children's. We do their
I love
Christmas,
that.
Yeah, we do the Christmas thing. So we'll put boxes in all my friends that have businesses, and we leave our box there, and they bring toys and stuff like that. And then by the 15th of December, we usually take them to Valley Children's. And like the last time, it was because COVID, we couldn't see the kids, but it was cool. We still dropped it off, and it was a good thing.
How could kids not have a good time? It's like, we didn't have this when I was a kid. This is like a mini Disneyland you're bringing to the Valley, because we have so much entertainment going on.
Pretty much, because you look at it, there's a lot of shows out there. There's card shows, and then they got anime shows that are popping up now. COVID really stopped a lot of things, but luckily for us, we were able to continue.
Because you're outdoors mainly.
We were in outdoors, indoors, outdoors. So we did stuff at the fair. We did a show at Chick Chansey, which was really great. That was really big for us at the time. But yeah, usually it's just bringing the kids in, trying to get players and celebrities, and that's why I like to do a lot of networking. I like to meet new people, so just like the gentleman we met, the pro basketball player, that's something where we want to bring Fresno to us. And, all these alumni, we've had Tommy Mendonça. He was the 2008 MVP for Fresno State when they won the World Series.
Love that.
He wanted to be a vendor at our show, and I was like, I'm serious, a crazy story. So he calls me, I'm sitting there one day, I get a phone call, and it says something else, Mendonça, and I was like, okay. So I'm talking to him, he's like, yeah, I'm interested in doing the show, your card show, yeah, okay, yeah. There's a vendor information, and get in contact with me. And we hung up, and I'm sitting in my car, and I'm going, Tommy Mendonça. Nah, it can't be.
Oh my goodness.
So I call him back, and I go, is this Tommy Mendonça, the 2008 Fresno State World Series MVP? And he goes, yeah. I go, dude, you're not going to be a vendor. You're going to be our special guest. He's like, no one's going to remember me. I go, swear to God. We went to B95 with my boy, CK, and we did a whole interview in there, and he was like, look at CK's desk, and he had the 2008 banner on his desk. I go, see, everybody remembers that. I go, everybody in Fresno was watching that time. The whole Valley was watching, so that's exciting stuff like that. So we bring him in, and now it's bigger, and he's into cards now. It's like we're trying to get the kids to come back to, the things that we used to do when we were younger, and we didn't have a lot of money, but, you were still interested in football and baseball and all these things, right? So That's what we try and do. The dog show is definitely a different animal when you're running it, but it's the same concept, pretty much, on doing your show. But you want special guests there. You want the kids to meet and see new things. Funko Pops, Pokemon's a huge thing right now, so it's crazy. It's just a crazy thing.
And we have so many vendors that watch the show that we have on the show. So you guys, where do we go to sign up if we're looking in to be like, hey, we want to be a vendor at your next show? Do you have like an emailing list for them so you can keep them in the loop?
So you can email me at david@cmbtheshow.com and you
keep track of so when you get your September show, you have an email list for all the vendors so they just know, hey, this is our time, we're doing it.
Yes, and it's easy because a lot of them I already have them by numbers and stuff like that. So I just send it out. I'll even do like a Instagram video. Hey,
awesome.
This is our show, and then I post everything. I go to all my buddies that have shops and different things, and we'll post our flyers and banners out there. And then we do a lot of stuff on TV too, so like Channel 24 or whatever, and then go on B95.
You guys are everywhere.
Yeah,
I love that.
You try, when we get the times, because the hardest part is finding a venue. That's the hardest thing.
Well, because you keep making things bigger and bigger. Of course it is. You're bringing Disneyland to us. Of course it's going to be hard to find something that big, but I love that. Yeah. If anybody has any ideas, just ship it to the Instagram, just like DM him. He's great about getting back to you. You are great about getting back to DMs. I love that about you. I'm not as good as you. I got to learn from you.
Well, I have to, because it's a business, and at the same time, it's we got to get as many people as we can. The communication, it's got to be there so that everybody understands where we're at, and getting everybody there on a certain time. To set up and stuff like that. So you got to think about that, because there's a lot of time you have to do to get things set up as well.
Right. And
you got trucks to come in. Where are you going to be? Where are we going to put them? Stuff like that. So it's a lot of things that go on. So the earlier I can get people signed up, the easier it is.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. I can't wait to check out the next show, hopefully September. I will be there.
Yes, for sure. I'll definitely text you, and I'll let you know, and I'll let you guys know on my Instagram and Facebook and everything else. And
thanks for doing so much for the community as well.
Yeah, we try and do as much as we can with that, but it's the good thing is just the networking, and you meet a whole lot of new people, and just like how we met you. So so it's all good. But yeah, it's fun, and we're looking forward to growing and getting bigger and meeting new people and doing the best show we can do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
I've wanted you for a while. You have a unique business and a unique backstory.
Yeah, well, I'm in the cleaning business, right? I like to think it's unique.
So tell us a little bit. You got to tell us a little bit about the background and tell us how you got here, because that's really impressive.
I always wanted to be an entrepreneur and own my own business, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. So, I'm a local guy, graduated from Bullard High School, went to Fresno City College, moved to Nevada, became a correctional officer, but I always had the entrepreneur itch. And I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I moved back here to Fresno, became a high school football coach at Bullard High School, and I'll get to how I got to cleaning garbage cans, right? I was sitting at home one day, and it was hot, in Fresno it was hot, and flying by my ear, and kind of got my ear and tickled my ear, and I was like, ugh, it was annoying. And then
I hate that.
Yeah, later I went outside to throw the garbage, and lifted the lid, and a bunch of flies just swarmed out, and right there was the aha, I got to do something about this. So I designed and built a truck to clean residential garbage cans, and then from there we started cleaning residential solar panels, and then company fleet washing, and then commercial janitorial, and now we clean the highways along Fresno. So it's just an all-around cleaning company, and kind of ventured off into some other stuff as well.
So tell us about how did it all come together? Because you've had some ups and downs in your life. I think we all have. It's okay.
Yeah. People like to just jump to the good part. I always, you hear, well, how did you get the money? I like to just give the people the raw and uncut. Like when people say, yeah, I just, I made my million. But, well, how did you get there? So, I can go on and on, but I like to give people, always ask me, I like to tell them the real, right? It was rough and it was tough. Without I lived on love, for some years, right? Hey, can I crash on your couch? You know, the family's taking, can I come and eat after work? I'm getting payday loans to pay bills and to get fuel in the truck. And, you know, you just grind and grind and grind. And the people along the way that the live on love is what I'm saying, is the friends that kind of help you along the way. I had a friend of mine, Phil Brandt. He, before I first started, hey, I got this idea. I want to clean garbage cans. I built this truck, but I don't have any money to get a truck or anything. So he said, hey, I got a truck I'm not using. It's outdated. You can have it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good friend.
And without him, I probably wouldn't be sitting here, because he kick-started everything with the love of letting me have a truck, and he swiped his credit card a couple times to let me get some fuel until I got traction. I was door to door. Let me clean your cans. Let me clean your cans. Let me clean your soda panels. Just hustling. And then, you know, started with myself on the truck, and now 60 some employees later, and you know, we own our own building. We got a fleet of trucks, and we're going. But it's a grind every day.
So how long did it take to get to that point?
Well, I started in 2014, and
So every year something kind of grew to where you said from cans to solar panels.
Yeah, we went, you know, you're trying different stuff. As an entrepreneur, we used to clean restaurant vent hoods, and that was just, you know, I thought.
Oh gosh,
yeah.
I've seen some dirty ones in my time working in them.
And then, you know, it should probably only took us a couple hours. It was taking us 12 to 13 hours, and sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. So, you know, let's stop that one. Let's just focus on fleet washing. And then we're washing a BMW. An Audi Porsche's fleet wash a couple years back. Their fleet out front, and I heard one of the salesmen mention, hey, we need a janitor or something. I say, well, I can clean, which I never cleaned before. And, you know, they hired me right there, say, can you come tonight? And that's how we got into janitorial. And now we do a lot of work for the city of Fresno. We clean the city hall. We clean this building. We clean all the police departments. So it's just been a great ride. I'm enjoying it. And every day it's new, and every day is good, and every day it's a challenge, right? With insurances and employees, and making sure everyone is equipment is maintained, because it's a difference from entrepreneurship and then running a business. Most people kind of just think it's entrepreneurship. You have to shift your mind to a business person at that point. You're counting every nickel and every dollar, because you got to keep the doors open. So it's a great challenge that I love, you know. And I can't see myself doing anything else.
So what happened during COVID? How was that a challenge for you?
You know what's crazy? COVID, you know, I tell people COVID was, I don't say my best years, but we're into cleaning and sanitizing. So you got to be willing to pivot, right? So COVID came, so we launched a disinfecting service to where we went and bought some disinfecting sprayers, took the classes, did a little homework.
People realized how important it was to be clean at that point.
Being an essential worker. So, you know, we've kind of skyrocketed since COVID. Most people kind of took a dive. We kind of shot up because we saw a need. People wanted to clean more. We launched the disinfecting service, where we'll go out and spray your facilities, vehicles, and we just align with partners. And just so COVID was, you know, it was good for us for business, because it was a needed service that we took advantage of it and jumped on that bandwagon and offered the public or our partners, you know, a service.
That's a big leap to go, though, from trash cans to doing all these buildings. I mean, where did it go to, like, okay, we're going to grow in this direction, because that's a big expansion.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of vertically integrated. But you're right. If you would have asked me when I was in high school or in college, what are you going to do? I want to clean garbage cans, right? I would have never. But an entrepreneur, it's a disease. It's a sickness. You always got ideas, and it's always something going, and you just got to grab on one, and then when you see opportunity, jump on the next one. So think about it. I consider us a vertically integrated cleaning company. So we'll come clean your garbage cans at your house. Now we'll come clean your solar panels at your house, your gutters, we'll pressure wash your sidewalk. Oh, and you work at a building, we'll go do commercial janitorial at your building. Oh, and your building has a fleet of vehicles. Oh, we'll clean those as well.
That's so cool.
And so it kind of just aligned, right? With the workers, just kind of, we're service workers, we're laborers, and we grind. right? We're scrub thugs is what some of the employees say. We'll clean anything. We're dedicated. So
And that's your nickname, is Scrub Can, right?
Scrub Can. Who Can Scrub Can is the name of the company. But we've since expanded and doing a lot of other stuff that we're trying to.
So what are some of the other stuff you could tell us? You seem very
Come on
like.
now, you all in my business, but no, it's
Yes, that's
no,
what I do.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's good. So I've kind of along the way I always like to be who I wanted someone to be for me as a mentor, and I kind of help advise on businesses. So I'm kind of trying this thing out. Bound Enterprises is the parent company, but I want to launch Bound Advisors, and I want to help people kickstart and launch their businesses and kind of just add value to wherever they're at and meet them where they're at in their business, because most people don't have resources or contacts or connections. And I already know a lot of people, and I love to just connect the dots and put people together.
That's how I am. I'm a good networker, and I like that because you're really trying to help people. I think it's sad when we see a lot of these local businesses close down, and if they just had a few resources and you can help them, it's like, why not?
It's a simple thing, and if you can bring awareness to a great business or an organization through the context you already have, that's a lifeline to people. And
Right.
And if you're doing it righteously, and you're doing it genuinely to help, you'll be all right, and they'll be all right.
So, what are some tips? Why do some of us have really dirty trash cans? What are some tips you tell people? Hey,
Look,
stop
first-
doing this, stop doing that.
Look, I'm gonna give you all the secrets, because I love dirty trash cans. So I want you to keep doing whatever you're doing. Keep them filthy, keep them horrible, but call us, and we'll take care of those cans for you. And we use the City of Fresno recycled water. We're not using our drinking water to
Okay.
clean the cans, and we capture that water as well, so we're not leaving it all over your streets. So that's a plus. But I'm gonna give you one secret that I found that some people do. Some people freeze their trash, like the scraps. They'll put them in the freezer until the day before trash day. They'll dump them in the trash, so it's not sitting there all week, and the flies and the maggots will see. Now, don't tell anyone. Well, even if you do that, you still want us to come maintain them and clean them. And we offer different services. We offer the monthly service, quarterly service. Quarterly is our most popular.
That makes sense.
Every 3 months we'll come and clean your
Right.
cans. So it's like a Netflix subscription type thing. You set it and forget it. Don't worry about it.
That seems like more like what we need, like most people would need, right?
Yeah, and some people, they prefer, can you come every week? And I was like, no, not every week.
That's a little crazy.
Every month is probably enough. And then we do biannually, twice a year, and then once a year. But you can always call us anytime. Hey, we just had a party, or I went fishing or hunting. Call us and we need a cleaning. And you get discounted rates on all the other services we provide by being a Scrub Can member or partner, or however we want a client, customer.
And you also give back to the community.
That's one of the most important things I think one could do. I actually enjoy it. I sit on so many boards, and it kind of comes natural, right? You be who you would want someone to be for you. So be that. And if someone calls, I'm there. We donate cleaning services. That's what it's about, right? You want to be able to build a business to have the opportunity to give back. Whether it's hiring people, our knucklehead friends that probably couldn't pass an interview, but worked their tails off, but
So
they
you
just need
hire
the
some of
opportunity.
people that just got out of.
Yeah. I mean, formerly incarcerated, second chance, knucklehead cousins, or a friend of a friend's kid that just need some mentorship, just needs to be around some structure or some responsibility. Come on, buddy, let's go clean some trucks this weekend, right? And they make a little money, it's dignified $1, and they take a little pride, and they got a job. And that's what it's about. And that's doing your part for your community and doing your part for your friend. And you take care of them, get them a job, or so you don't have to just hand them money. You're more teaching them how to fish.
And because you're expanding, you're kind of always hiring.
That's the goal. So any potential customers out there, the more we have clients, partners, customers, the more we can hire, the more we can help, the more we can be who we are in the community. Because
How far is your reach that you're willing to go to?
Right now, garbage cans, we do Fresno, Clovis, Madera. We go out in the Sanger area, but we do commercial solar panel cleaning. We go out to Bakersfield up to.
So solar panels will go further. Trash cans,
we
you
have
won't
some.
even go to Visalia or anything?
Yeah, we have some corporate partners. Shout out to our corporate partners. We do a lot of work for Manco Abbott, Robert L. Jensen, Lyles. They have solar farms that they need to get cleaned right out in the middle of farmland that you can imagine all the dust it kicks up, and so they need to keep those clean on a regular basis. And we kind of handle that, all their cleaning for them. And the property management companies, think of apartment complexes and shopping center sidewalks and garbage cans, how filthy those can be. So we partner with them and just kind of making sure we're taking care of their clients as well.
How often should people clean their solar panels?
I want to tell them every hour on the hour, call us to clean them. But realistically, I like to give a bare minimum, do it twice a year, right? You can do
That's
it,
what I've heard.
Yeah,
Twice a year
I'd come in, I'd do it right before the sun's, March, April, May, and then do one towards the end of the season, October, November. And then usually the rainy season will kind of keep them a little clean. The sun is out less. So there's a point where there's diminishing returns to where if you clean it all the time, the money you're saving.
Right, that's a big part of it. So
yeah.
it's like,
so I would recommend if you do anything, at least clean them once a year, but twice is the next best thing. But I have customers that do it every month because they see the results. They can live next to a construction site. A lot of stuff varies. So you just call us and we're your partner. And hey, I'm looking at my app and I'm not getting good readings. Can you come clean? Sure thing. We'll be out there.
so what's your social media?
You know what? People laugh at me. All I have is Facebook. I love Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. I don't have. You know what? This Corey. Company-wide, I think we have.
And the company's called
Scrub Can. Scrub Can is the company. We have Instagram, Facebook. I think we have Twitter.
Is you guys good about like promoting stuff and then people reach out to you?
People reach out. We have a website, scrubcan.com. That you go there and you can find all our services. You can find us on social media, like some posts we got. And
then also people want a job application for the, like you said, the knucklehead and family members, send them
and we're growing so fast and we're growing to where we're now. It's not just frontline work. We're looking, we're hiring, C-suite management, and we're looking to grow and expand.
So what is your Facebook?
How do you Facebook? Facebook.com or Scrub? Go to Facebook and look up Scrub Can.
Okay.
You'll see us. I think, and my marketing person's probably going to, you should know your, what do they call, handles?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what they call it. But scrubcan.com. You can find all the services we do.
Scrubcan.com. I love it. You're the only Scrub Can.
Who can? Scrub Can. That's it. Call us. We'll scrub anything, right? Think of us as your cleaning partner, whatever you need. And if you need us to volunteer in the community, if you got something going, feel free to reach out. We're all about that. Shout out to Tree Fresno.
I love that. Thank you so much for coming on my show today.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having a platform for us to just spew, talk.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And you drove from Bakersfield?
Bakersfield, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So tell our viewers who you are and what you do.
Hello, I'm Catatonia. I'm a techno DJ, and I'm a teacher for music, so teach people how to make music and DJ.
So you're in Bakersfield, you go between LA and here a lot then, huh? You go all over, you're like kind of central.
Yeah, it's like stay going to San Francisco. I like to come here to rave a lot and do events here and DJ, and then I also go to LA, and we're growing the scene in Bakersfield too, our own scene down there, so.
I heard you brought a track today.
I did, yeah, something new I've been working on.
It's new? It's the first time?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, let's listen to it.
All right.
Your journey starts here. Midnight in the rave.
That is badass. Okay, so where's the next movie?
Our next show, I'm still doing bookings right now. I had just finished school. I wasn't doing creative writing because I want to be an English teacher.
Is there anything you don't do? You do a lot of things.
Thank you. Yeah, I do a lot of things. Yeah, I also do like media content for raves and events. So yeah, I like doing a lot of things. Eventually, I want to do my own films because I do screenwriting as well. So.
Oh my God! And we were saying about teaching earlier. You said about teaching.
I teach people how to DJ and how to produce music, and I'm working on starting my own school too. Right now, I have a few students, but it'll be cool to have like an online school for people to go to.
Wow, DJ school. What's that like?
I don't know. It's
There's a lot to learn, huh?
Yeah, like promoting yourself, getting agents, just creating your own thing, you know.
So, have you traveled? I know you're mainly a California DJ. Have you been outside of the state to work?
To work, no, but to go to events and.
So you've seen that? You seen like the big ones on my camera. I was like, wow, that's pretty badass, huh?
Yeah.
So you created this. How long did it take you to create this jam that we just heard?
This one, it's been a combination. This is a second version of the song. I created like a VIP, which is supposed to be like a more intense version of a song that you already have.
So do you do regular events too? Or I know it's mainly like this kind of music, but what else? You'll do other DJing type of events as well?
Yeah, it's mostly like raves or charities. The last one we did was a Relay for Life in Bakersfield, which was like a run event and then a music event after, and we raised money for cancer.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, that was really fun.
I love today. Everyone gives back to the community. I think that's great. So I love these necklaces. Tell us about the outfit.
Thank you.
Where'd you get all these gadgets from?
My shirt is Andrew Jones, which is my favorite visionary artist. And then these are pine cones. One is by Third Eye Pine Cones. And what they do is cut a pine cone and they put a crystal on it. And this one my brother gave me for my birthday. And this one's by Aura Pine Cone. And they put some crystals on it too.
Those are beautiful.
Thank you. And then this mushroom is by Mushroom Sen. They focus on making mushrooms and putting crystals on them. And then the necklaces were done by my girlfriend. She makes hem necklaces.
Oh yeah, and we had her on the show. She's the artist, amazing artist. She's amazing. So you guys have like so much cool stuff going on.
Thank you.
What's one of the biggest raves that you did?
That I have done? EDC, as far as like rave festival and Lightning in a Bottle in Bakersfield, as long as transformational gatherings.
So you were actually performing at EDC too?
No, I just attended.
Okay,
yeah.
But then you did the one in Bakersfield. They were doing that one. Okay, wow.
Yeah, and that was really fun. There are two different types of events, and transformational gatherings are more like a vacation combined with a party. So that's really fun too. I like people to go out there. It's by the lake too. So it's really fun, and you can bring your families, and those last for 5 days. So,
wow,
pretty long, yeah.
That's exciting. So you do bookings for all kinds of things. What's the like? Because you are all the way in Bakersfield, what's like the smallest event you're willing to do for people that are watching that might want you at an event?
It just depends. I do private events too, like birthday parties.
Okay, so there's nothing too small. If it's worth it, you're like, hey, if you want me, I'll be there. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then now we kind of just get you for the summertime because you have to go back to school.
I just finished actually.
So you're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, cool. So now we can have you whenever.
Exactly.
So you just graduated. That is really wild. That's exciting.
Yes, it's been a long one. I was doing psychology first, but then I had a calling for English and creative writing. I always enjoyed it, but I never really paid attention. And lately, I was like, I really enjoyed it, so I went for it and just finished with that.
So with music, do you collab with other artists?
Yes.
So who have you collabed with?
So far, let's see. I can't say I'm on the top of my head right now.
You'll collab with different people, and people watching want to collab with you. You're down to collab?
From my friends in Bakersfield, Michael, Broken Dreamer. We're sending each other some stuff right now. And then I have a few other hard techno artists because I try to dabble with different genres, even though my main one right now is hard techno. But I just keep it interesting because sometimes as an artist, when you do a lot of the same thing, you kind of get bored. So it's cool to just have fun for yourself and just dabble with other types of musics.
Who's your dream person to collab with?
Dream person, it would have to be Cashmere. I love Cashmere. He's been one of my main inspirations, and also Blau, because they do a lot of different genres, but they also always try to do stuff that's relevant to the scene, and they like to like Cashmere likes to do a lot of culture. So if he's doing like hard techno, he'll also put like different cultures, like Mexican culture or Indian culture, into his music, and I really enjoy that.
So when you go to like all these raves, do you feel like you're getting a lot of the crowd from here to go over there, and a lot of the crowd from there to go here? Do you feel like we're really traveling for these, or not really?
Yeah, a lot.
You see that, and you're like, whoa, I knew you from over there, and now you're here, because I noticed that a little bit when I was traveling as well with the raves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in Bakersfield, when I would rave there, I would have my Bakersfield friends, and then when I would rave in Fresno, both my Bakersfield friends, my LA friends, and my San Francisco friends, you would see all of them. And it's cool when you go to an event like EDC, because all the friends that you made from all over kind of get together over there, and you just run into all of them. It's just like a big family.
That's fun. And so your social media, because you also help people with their social media too?
Yeah.
And marketing and all of that. So you're good at telling us where you're going to be and when and the next rave. So what's your social media so we could all follow you?
Yeah, it's my Instagram is _Catatonia. That's _CATATONIA.
And so people that have aspirations to do DJ on the side or be a DJ, they can DM you, because I know you don't have the school in order yet. You're doing it.
Yes, I have a few students right now.
So you do. So you will do like a little class if they want to.
I do one-on-ones, yeah. But I'm working on doing a school that everybody can just access, because time-wise and just do several people at a time. It's more convenient. But right now I'm doing one-on-ones as well, yeah.
That is super cool. How is that going?
It's going really good. I'm learning a lot, and learning to work with people with autism as well and special needs, because my little brother is autistic and stuff. So learning to teach that type of people, like also.
Wow, because I heard that music's very healing, so that's a very good form of therapy.
Yeah, and a lot of them are like really good at it. They just got to teach them a little different, and I enjoy that a lot.
Have you been surprised at like what you hear coming out of them?
Yeah, they're very receptive to everything. But like once you teach them a certain way, once they got it, they got it. Yeah. Oh
my goodness. And so on your Instagram, are you putting out the new tracks so that we can hear?
Yeah, I have all the links to my SoundCloud, and it was made available today, so people can check it out.
What's your name on SoundCloud then?
On SoundCloud, it's also just Catatonia.
So, okay, it's across the board. Yeah. I love that. Oh my goodness. And so you'll tell us about when Fresno, Bakersfield, and Sacramento stuff's going on, even if you're not going to be there in LA raves? Yeah, I promote for a lot of my friends' events and events from Fresno and stuff. I'm always, sharing them. So we need to come to you too if we're going to have anybody has an event. And then you can also DJ any party, which I like that. Yeah. Are you going to travel anytime outside? I feel like you're really good. Like you should be traveling to Miami and going overseas. I had a friend, Amanda Darling. She's a DJ in LA, and she's been going all over. She invited me to Greece one time. I'm going to go DJ in Greece. I'm like, how do you get these gigs? Is that something you guys are going to talk about in the school and the students? You guys tell them how to get gigs? Yes, you create your artist portfolio. And then off of that, you start reaching out to events, and it helps out to promote for them. And that way you build a relationship with the owners, and then you take it from there, and you try to look for an agent, and your agent will help you find gigs at festivals and other places, You guys are awesome. Today was a great day because everybody gives back to the community, and everyone's a great networker. Thank you so much. I feel so honored that you drove here from Bakersfield for me. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Everyone needs to follow this man. Yes, please do. Thank you. Summertime, it felt right drinking cherry wine with you. Just wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you. Now I must confess here, oh I must confess dear, don't think I'm in love with you. Winter is coming and I don't know what to do, and there's no more use in running, no more running to you. And I don't want your loving, I don't wanna be
friends, knowing all this time we were playing pretend.
It's a mystery.
Hi, I'm Sparkle Suchin, and I am the host of the Everything Sparkle Show. I would like to invite you to come and hang out with me every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, as I interview the world one guest at a time. Everything Sparkle is available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and CMAC.tv. Plus, if you're in the Central California area, you can watch on Comcast Xfinity Channel 93 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Hope to see you there.
I'm thinking you be Mr. Marconi. Boys, go back inside now.
I'm in search of someone that fancies himself a shootist.
What you need a gun hand for?
How to find someone, settle a score. Please let Mary still be alive.
What is the matter? They're coming. The men that killed my family.
We had a specific plan to follow.
White came looking for Everett. He can track like nobody else can.
If I do this, I will do it for her.
Where is she?
Dear Father God, I come to you with anger and revenge in my heart. I know that vengeance is yours. I ask that you allow me to be the vessel of that vengeance.
That was the scene this morning at around 11 a.m. when a man caused a violent fight at the cash register here at George's Cafe. Witnesses say he wanted breakfast and the cashier wouldn't give it to him.
What the fuck happened here? This crazy guy came in and he just started stabbing people with a fork.
Oh my God!
You some crazy bastard killed your brother, killed Kevin?
Holy shit, I can't believe you shot that guy.
Want to make some money with the destroyers?
You're lucky I wasn't there. I just shot his dick off.
I need to know where this guy is. I need to know where he works. I need to know where he'd hide.
Your man here is trying to rob Kathy May's cafe.
I'm not telling you shit.
Little frosty tips. Did you do that to match your vagina?
As soon as we enter the door, we should have our masks on.
It's broad daylight.
So we're not going to Disneyland then.
And this is about pancakes. Like, the pancakes are good here, but they're not that good.